Hey everybody, Mike Eccles here, and I'm here for the last time of the semester. Uh, First off, let me just say I was really, really impressed with a lot of the persuasive speeches. I have to tell you, you guys are really, really coming through. This was something that, we went on spring break and back in early March, and I remember all I really did was complain. Some of you may remember we weren't even thinking about it. Some of us were talking about this flu, and oh, they might have to cancel the Tokyo Olympics, and oh, gee, like that was going to be the worst thing. And I was complaining about how early, spring break was. I wouldn't be able to do the St. Patrick's Day parade and everything else. Um, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of our spring break, they said take another week. And then, of course, during that second week is when they made the big decision that we would now be finishing the semester online and we would go into this lockdown that we've been in for so many weeks now. And so many of you have just impressed the heck out of me. Um, Two of the four classes that I have here in Com-100, I believe almost everybody did their speeches, the persuasive speeches, which is amazing, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, you guys have really, really come through. Um, of course, if this was a full online class and I had an opportunity to talk to you and plan it well before, I probably would have said, try not to be too close to the camera. I mean, some of you were like really close to the camera when you were giving your speeches. Some of you I could actually see, way up into your nasal cavity. While others, I love that you had that, like, you were down here like this and you were looking down, and it was, it was just great stuff. But I wasn't going to gig you on that because, hey, this is all brand new to all of us. And again, as we even received an email this morning from our academic vice president, he seems to totally understand. He has really been supportive and encouraging us to, make sure we're not bringing any stress and making things too difficult, which I wasn't going to do because you didn't ask to take an online class. You didn't expect to take an online class, and I certainly did not expect to teach an online class yet. We were thrown in this boat together, and we've gotten through it. So now it's one more assignment, okay? And that has to deal with, you know what? Before I do that, I just want to say this, and this is from the heart. Um, I've been teaching mostly since 1993. I mean, I taught for a couple of years, took my break, went into morning radio, and then since 1997, I've been teaching full time ever since. That's been my main profession for 24 years now. We're going into my 24th year coming the fall. And the biggest reason I love doing what I do is you all. Every semester, I get to know a whole new slew of people. Hundreds of you every semester. I get to know you. I get to talk with you. I get to laugh with you. I get to, be concerned for you. And I just love interacting with students. I really do. And getting to know who you are and what your interests are. And, um, a lot of that was taken away after spring break. And, going through what we've been through, watching these speeches and seeing your faces again and listening to your voices. I just want to, I was talking to the screen. I caught myself a couple times talking to the screen. I just wanted to converse with you. I just wanted to, talk with you again. The things that we used to talk about before class or after class or in the middle of a lecture, if you asked a question that made me laugh or made us laugh. And, this was tough. And seeing your speeches was really cool. It was great to see your faces and to listen to your voices. You're all terrific people. I've had a really, really good semester, and we were on it. We were having a great, great semester up until spring break. We really were. I was really enjoyable. I liked all of you, um, but it is what it is. So it was great to see you and to hear your voices. All right, I've gone a little too long. Let's get into interpersonal communication. Okay. Now, what interpersonal is, it's communication simply between you and another person, and ensuring that that communication is effective in order to maintain good effective interpersonal relationships. Now, we have good communicative relationships interpersonally with all kinds of people. It could be your significant other, if you're married or if you're dating someone. It could be siblings, uncles, aunts, best friends, or it even could be where you work. If there's the same UPS driver who comes in like 3 days a week, if you've got a good interpersonal relationship, sometimes they'll come in, they'll chat with you. Maybe they know a little something about you. Spend maybe almost 2 minutes after getting the signature. But if you don't have a good or an ineffective relationship, if it's not a good effective relationship, then the UPS driver not only just drops the package off and leaves, and sometimes it's a little damaged. Now, of course, that's a very extreme example, but sure, you want to always try to keep all of your one-on-one relationships communicatively effective. Okay. Now, in your textbook, we're going to change the assignment up differently than what we were going to do in the classroom. We were going to focus primarily on the relationship development. But what I want to focus on for your assignment this time has to do with a very interesting part of helping to keep those communicative relationships effective, and that is something called self-disclosure. See, self-disclosure is when you willingly reveal something to someone that otherwise wouldn't be known by anybody else. So when you willingly reveal something about yourself, and we do that a lot in our relationships, whether it's with significant others, whether it's with siblings or children, if you're a parent, or if you're the child talking to the parent. And it has to be deliberate. It has to be something that we willingly reveal. And sometimes, we do it, and sometimes we don't always do it. And in your textbook from pages 200 to 203, they talk about self-disclosure. And included in your chapter about self-disclosing and revealing things about yourself, your feelings, keeping that relationship positive or effective, is the good old model a lot of you have probably heard of either in your psychology class or sometime in high school, called the Johari window. And as you'll see on the top of page 202, they have a small but pretty good model of the Johari window. It's that information that is known to you but not known to others, or not known by you but known to others, that kind of thing. So it's always interesting to see how effective a relationship can be, especially when it seems like sometimes there is good self-disclosure in those interpersonal relationships, and when sometimes there's not. So that gets to your assignment, okay? You have your assignment sheet attached. What you're going to do is you're going to watch one of my favorite movies, a movie I've liked for a long time. It's called Tortilla Soup. And it's a movie about a man and his 3 daughters and the relationship that he has with his 3 daughters. So what I want you to do is I'm going to connect the link of the film to your assignment sheet. I want you to watch the film and then follow the assignment sheet, and your assignment will be due by Friday, May 1st at 11:59 p.m. So, of course, you have a little over a week, about 8 or 9 days to do it. And then, of course, I'll get your final grades out to you no later than Monday, May 4th. And then the semester is over. And as I said in my earlier email, a lot of you have done very well this semester, even up to this point. And I do see, as I'll get these, papers in, I'm sure some of them will be very well written. And I see a lot of good things for a lot of you come May 4th. I think a lot of you will be pleased with what you see. And I do want to say from the bottom of my heart that I really do miss you guys. Seeing the videos, not having seen any of you in person for over a month and a half, it was just terrific. And I'm going to miss you all, and I want to thank you all now, even though I still have to do all this grading next week, or whenever you get the movie in, the paper, excuse me. I just want to say it's been a dynamite semester. All right. Good luck, you guys.